Well, we've been MIA, but that's because we're trying to find a solution to get this lovely lady to go low, low, low.
Yep, for the last couple of months we've been working with Evolution Powersports on testing their tune package for the Ranger 1500. Their claim right now is that machine is producing an extra about 20 horsepower more, has an increased governor, so I think it's up to 80 some miles an hour. But more importantly, they've improved the ability for it to crawl. And it doesn't matter if you're
on the trail, if you're hunting, if you're on the ranch, or just putting around, you need to have that confidence in your machine to be able to use it in those specific instances.
You know, even now with the 26 miles that they've announced, they came out with the Mountaineer edition, which has a 20% reduction. Still no low range, but they just overall reduced the gearing in them by 20%.
But for those of us that have the 2024 and 2025 models, we need a solution. We're not going to go buy new machines for that. So enter Evolution Powersports.
Yep. So in this video, we'll show you where we've gone and actually strapped this thing down to the dyno before and after. We've done it on a essentially drag racing on a closed strip. We did some drag racing to kind of see how kind of acceleration we would get. And we've also come out here in our beautiful backyard and we're testing it on the hills. So stay tuned and we'll show you what this machine can do now. In our hometown right now, Farmington is roughly about 5,200 feet, so say a mile above sea level. And so we know this machine's going to lose some power. But let's see what we actually produce, and then once we're done with the tuning, we will go back and rerun a test on the dyno and see. All right, so we made it. We're here at On 3 Dyno. Let's go inside and see what the guys can do.
So on the first hit, it was like 2.5 seconds of nothing. Like I still
that's all RPM and no wheel speed, right?
No wheel speed. Like it wasn't doing anything. And then the transmission comes in way later.
And so that's the problem that we're having on the trail, is you get somewhere, and if you sit there too long in the RPM and no wheel speed, it throws a clutch overheat, and it just then wants to go into a safety mode. So that's what we're trying to figure out, is how can we, with what's in there, tune it so that it's usable in all terrain. And that was in sport mode, or that was?
It looks like they're the same at wide open, as far as characteristics.
Do it in tow mode?
I mean, not really. We can do something.
Just push the button in and...
What we learned with the machine on the dyno is the power is almost identical in all of the modes. The only variable we were able to find was that the rate you get the power changes.
So from a dead stop in two-wheel drive in sport mode, got up to 45 miles an hour. But to the top of that little hill. We'll go back and do it one more time and see what it does. If it's repeatable.
We're nerds, so we're big on repeatable data to make sure we're consistent. mower, we ran multiple runs and consistently got about 48 miles per hour according to the GPS on our Insta360 camera.
He wants to go off-road!
This is the hill that we have close to our house that Tim has done a lot of the testing on for us to see how the machine performs after we do the Polaris updates, and we wanted to use this as the baseline to show you how the machine performs. Climbing and navigating obstacles with the Polaris factory updates is momentum, which we know is not ideal. Note how fast we are having to climb up this hill and the momentum we're carrying, and how high the engine is revving to keep us moving.
To 6 weeks later.
All right, time to go back and now actually get some scientific measurements to see what is this machine actually putting to the wheels. So we're gonna head over to our friends at On3 Dyno here in Farmington, strap the Ranger down, and actually give it a couple of pulls to see did we make an improvement or not. So stay tuned. All right, the first pull was in sport. That was what gave us the highest number last time.
Seems better. Makes more power. It's definitely more responsive. I'm not 100% on the trans. It still feels weird.
And yeah, this one's really a weird tranny combo engine stuff, but
but no, it picked up. It's all about transmission.
So are you letting off the gas? Or
no, it's doing that. Yeah,
it's so weird.
It's doing something with the clutch. So that time it just grabbed earlier. But I would say it's a solid 10 horse gain throughout the RPM.
But we had that one run that spiked to 120.
Yeah.
But then most of them were 110.
Around 110, yeah. But it's up. If you look at all of them, they all overlay about the same, around 10 horse average across the curve. But a 10 horse increase across the curve is quite a bit. So,
we're the same type of fuel, everything just a software update pretty much. That's all we did to this one. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
All right, folks, we are out doing our next round of test runs with the Evolution Powersports tune for the Polaris XD 1500. Let's see what she's got. In the words of Tim the Toolman Taylor. Ho, 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 ho. Same dead stop. This time the Ranger can just take off. Listen to how low the RPMs are and how slow she's crawling up the hill. Well, folks, that's a wrap. What did we get out of the Evo tuning for the Ranger XD 1500?
Well, in our case, we gained about, I'd say about 10 horsepower overall on all the modes. Our machine seems to be pretty peppier than before. Much easier controlled takeoff than stock. Doesn't have that dead pedal. And when we did our drag racing up here, we got about 3 miles an hour better on the top end compared to stock.
More importantly, we have better crawlability. We're able to crawl up the hills in our backyard where before we really struggled. Okay. A huge thank you to Evolution Powersports for helping us with the Ranger XD 1500. If you want this done to your Ranger, you're welcome to reach out to any of the Evolution Powersports dealers. Our dealer of choice is and always will be Ultimate Performance UTV. They are very familiar with any of these tunes and can help get you situated. Like always, thank you for watching, and be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. See ya.